I'm Duncan Ferguson and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It's me, Baz. I was going to do these ratings last night, but my voice wasn't great. And everyone would have probably got 12 out of 10 last night. So it would have been a little bit mad. Could have probably done 12 seconds and just gone, everyone's got 12, have a nice day. But going to do them this morning very quickly because basically it just seems like I've been doing them at negative points so far. So I am going to do one on what is a very, very happy Thursday morning. Even forgot what day it was then. Just some quick thoughts before I do the ratings. I thought Everton were magnificent last night. Had to be patient. I thought City came out the blocks very quickly and got into their passing game. But we just looked really compact in those opening 15, 20 minutes. Yes, they had a lot of the ball, you know, but we restricted them really. We restricted them to very little. They had a couple of long ranges that they scuffed wide. And the only real chance I thought they had was the save by Joel from Aguero and then a good block by Funes Mori. So I thought we done our jobs. I thought we looked really, the shape was really good. I thought obviously Bezzet's coming in there cleverly out to the left-hand side. Delafeu on the right, just give us that solid basic, give us the width when we needed it. Clevy's always available for a pass. The midfield three are fantastic up against, you know, a good side. Stuck at it, with always a threat going forward. It's fantastic. I always felt confident that we'd win. We'd win we'd win the first leg. Would have loved to another couple of goals, obviously. But look, we are well in it going to the Etihad. We're probably going to have to score, but I'm confident we can score there. I really, really am confident we can score there. We had them all over the place last night now, unless they sign 2 new centre-halves. I don't think Company's going to be back for it. So no matter who they pair up, excuse me, no matter who they pair up at centre-half, I think we will cause them problems. So anyway, we're going to, me and Ped are going to be recording the final word this afternoon. So obviously we'll go into more depth, you know, more thoughts and more depth about the game on that show. So let's quickly move on. So starting goal with Joel Robles. Made up to see him in. You know what? I thought he was fantastic. Without really having that much to do. You know, obviously he makes a wonder save from De Bruyne, second half, fantastic save. Wonder save, probably over-egging it a little bit, but it was a really, really good save. I was behind the shot, and as it left De Bruyne's foot, I thought, you know, we could be in trouble here, but he just got down and flashed the left hand at it and steered it around the post. But it was everything else. It was getting us started quickly again when the ball would go out for a goal kick. He was up. Our players had it. There wasn't any of the delay. There wasn't the double step over that Howard does if he's going to kick it and then gives it the other way. Put it down, get on with it. Screaming at his defence, pushing us out. Look, I'm not saying he's the new Neville Southall, but what I'm saying is Tim's having a bad time at the moment in goal. This kid can play. I mean, shame on you Evertonians who just wrote him off as absolutely crap, because he's not. The goalkeeping position is such a difficult position to play when you play once every 4 weeks. And for me, this season, yes, Barnsley, he didn't have a great night, to be fair. But other than that, he's been fantastic for us whenever he's got in. Joe Robles, great performance. He is going to get 7.5 out of 10. I could give him an 8, but I'm just going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Someone quickly asked me, do I believe he was after, could he have done more for Navas's goal? No, he's just guessed, hasn't he? Navas has finished it well, to be fair. So Joel, 7.5 out of 10. Seamus Coleman at right back, thought he'd done very well. Defended really well last night. Got a couple of decent blocks in. Attacked with purpose as much as he could. I thought he was very, very steady. Had a decent game. So 7 out of 10. Thought it, you know, he didn't do anything overly spectacular, but he didn't make any mistakes. So 7 out of 10. Leighton Baines, 8 out of 10 for me last night. Back to what I imagine Leighton Baines to be. Since he's come back into the side, he hasn't really looked himself. He hasn't been protected on that left-hand side because he's had Coney in front of him, who hasn't been playing well. He's looked a little bit off it, but I thought last night, back on it, excellent blocks, great delivery at times with that left foot, and seemed to get up and down the pitch really well. So Leighton Baines, 8 out of 10. John Stones last night, really, really good game. Stepped out with it when he needed to. Knocked it back to his keeper instead of Cruyffing it when he needed to, which was really good as well. Seemed to get back to the John Stones I know. You know, I'm not blinded by the fact he can beat four men if he's not defending properly. I want him to do his job first and foremost. Last night, he done his job first and foremost. John Stones, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for last night. Funes Mori, gonna get 8.25 because I think, like Stones, he done his job. Won headers, got tackles in, got important block. No, 8.5. I've gone there. 8.5 because he got a goal as well. So I'm giving him a little bit of a notch. He was also involved in the Stones goal, if you like, the knockdown there. I thought he'd done well, Murray. I thought he'd done well. I'm not one that, I don't think he's been too bad. His kicking at times is shocking. But I think when he stands up and he's defending, you know, heading the ball and getting stuck in, I think he's a good defender. And I thought last night he was very good. Him and Stones were excellent at the back. And they needed to be because they're up against who I consider to be the best striker in the Premier League, if it's not wrong. All round, Aguero, he can beat you with skill, pace, and he's got goals in him. He's just fantastic and works hard. So those two, excellent jobs. Into midfield, Gerard Deulofeu on the right-hand side. Jerry, 7 for the simple reason that he worked hard as well. Yes, he doesn't always track back. We know that. You know, I don't look at him to do that for me. But I thought he was quite disciplined last night. Didn't have a lot of the ball, but I thought he still caused them problems. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Go over to the left-hand side, Tom Cleverley. Again, I think Cleverley, I know he was only on for half a game. That first half, he was offering himself at Baines. Baines looked more comfortable with Cleverley there. I think he won a lot of headers and restricted them more defensively than going forward. But he still likes to get forward, and he was involved in some of our good passing performances. So I'm going to say that he's getting a 7 out of 10. I thought he'd done a good enough job for the first half he was on. Gareth Barry. Running out of superlatives for him. Just fantastic. You know, last year, the injury affected him, got injured at Sunderland with a horrible challenge by Jordi Gomez, and then Roberto Martinez obviously believed he couldn't do without him and rushed him back, and he struggled. He struggled for 2 or 3 months, and he looked as though people were saying his legs have gone, he's done. But you know what? He came back strong the end of last season. This season, with having the less games and obviously just going through the team, being a little bit calmer, he's been immense. He's been Gareth Barry of the first season. Gets always the right side of the ball, gets stuck in. Yeah, he's not as quick. He's not as quick around the pitch now. He's 34, he's not going to be. But in possession, getting his body, getting quick free kicks, blocking them off, you know, cheap fouls, making sure, professional fouls, if you like, breaks the game up. Absolutely outstanding last night, and he's getting a 9 out of 10. He was up against the team that has almost been £1 billion in the making, up against a strong midfield. City had experience now, got lots of money, lots of power around that pitch. Gareth Barry used to play for them, sat back in, didn't have a problem with any of them, so he's getting 8, 9 out of 10. Ross Barkley. Just puzzles me that people said he was poor. I've had people telling me he was awful last night. Now, Ross Barkley, for me, had a good game last night. Yes, his passing at times is erratic. His final ball can be a little bit lazy or just crap, really. But his general play, he was up and down the pitch last night, got a heavy knock early on. You know, he stayed on, he was up and down the pitch, he caused them problems. He's always prepared to take the ball under pressure, goes by players as if they're not there, muscles people off the ball, disciplined. I thought he was excellent last night. He wasn't outstanding, but it's like I said the other day, Ross's average game's gone from a 6 to a 7.5, and that for me is really, really good. So I'm going to give him 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to give him 7.5 out of 10 because I thought he was good. Mohamed Besic, oh my days. What a stupid phrase. I don't even know why I just said that. But Mohamed Besic, man of the match last night, 9.5 out of 10. If he'd have scored, he'd have got 10. He was fantastic. He was in against Torre, Fernandinho, You know, there was Silva coming inside. De Bruyne, he took the ball off all of them. He took the ball off all of them. Aguero, Navas, he went round every one of them taking the ball. Sat in with Gareth Barry, energy up and down, putting a few snide, hard tackles in, winning us the ball. Them challenges, them solid challenges get the crowd up, and it did get the crowd up. Great in possession. Even had time to flick one up edge of the box and volley it. That it got deflected, and it was an easy catch in the end for Caballero. But fantastic, absolutely brilliant. The kid, people again, is another one. People just write, oh, he's crap, without seeing him, without looking at the whole picture. He's a central midfield player. He went in alongside Gareth Barry. James who? On those performances, that's what you'd have to say. You're not going to miss McCarthy if you've got that in there. And that's what we need. When one of our big players go out, the kid coming in replacing him, he needs to be as good, or if not better. That's how your squad rises. That's how you go up that league. That's how you stop from becoming a team that's nice to becoming a team that wins and does stuff. Having more people who can come in and it be as not, you know, don't even miss the player who's gone out. Mo Bezic last night, unreal, fantastic display. Long may it continue. Man of the match for the little Bosnian hitman. Romelu Lukaku, excellent game for me. Wasn't in it as much as you would have liked, but you know what? Occupied 30. How's Mangala worth 32 million, by the way? Just put that out there because dear me. Unbelievable. But he had him and Otamendi terrified Lukaku in the first half. They dragged Mangala off, put Di Michaelis on in the second half. It didn't get much better. He terrified them again. Pulls off Di Michaelis. Wonderful header. What a ball by Gareth Barry. Unreal pass. And there's Big Ron to knock it in. Does what he does, you know, he's always a threat. Obviously the injury, let's hope it's just a little bang and it's not too long, you know, maybe give him Saturday off and get him back for the trip to the Etihad next week. Romelu Lukaku getting an 8.5 out of 10. Another goal, 19 and 24, I think it is. Unbelievable stats. The substitutes, quickly, let's go through them. Leon Osman. Listen, Leon has been a good squad player for Everton. Shouldn't be anywhere near probably the bench now, given what we've got. But you know what? He came on at half-time last night, stuck on that left-hand side, and done. He's getting 7.25 out of 10 because he'd done a great job. Put a good little solid tackle on early doors, got the crowd going again, done everything he needed, slowed it down when he needed to. Well played, Leon Osman. 7.25 out of 10. Kevin Morales come on. I thought he was disciplined. I thought without him having one of his better games in terms of attacking and causing him a threat, which he did, I thought he was very disciplined. And even at the end when he had to go into a back four, which is obviously everyone's worst nightmare, seeing Kev having to defend, you know, could have given a penalty away, but I think Navas was looking for it, couldn't wait to go down. Other than that, I thought he'd done okay. Morales, nice and disciplined, getting 7 out of 10. Kone, come on. Let's be nice to him. Let's give him 6.5 out of 10. He was only on for about 8-9 minutes, if that. So he done okay. He ran around. Aruna, well done, kid. 6.5 out of 10. That's the stats. Don't forget to subscribe. I said it was going to be quick. It's longer than any, but you know what? We won. So thanks for sticking it out. Give us a subscribe up there or whatever. The subs are flying up now. It's fantastic. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Toffee TV 1. You can follow me personally if you want to at THC1878. Don't worry about it if you don't want to. It's cool. Catch the final word with me and Ped. Probably be out later today. I've been Baz. Everton 2, Man City 1, first leg. Get in there, you blue boys. Roll on the Etihad in 3 weeks' time, is it? Whatever it is. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the Player Ratings Show.